How to make your own wax at home. It's going to be a very in-depth tutorial, so save it, favorite it, and pay attention. You're going to need 1 cup of sugar, a 1/4 cup of water, and a 1/4 cup of lemon juice. You're going to mix all those 3 items in a medium-sized pot on medium-high, and you're just going to keep stirring until your mixture is done. I recommend using a medium-sized pot because that's what I used, and because the pot sizes also affects the cooking time. This mixture specifically took me 5 minutes, but last time, this pot, it took me 10 minutes to get the perfect wax. Whereas again, this one only took me 5 minutes because it has a wider bottom compared to the first one. So now I'm going to show you how to test your wax so that you know that it's ready no matter what pot you use. So how do you know that your wax is ready? You're going to take a bowl of cold water, put some ice in it. You're going to dip a spoon of your wax in that water. What the cold water does is that it speeds up the cooling process of the wax. And it's when your wax is cooled down that you see the true consistency. So what you want is for your sugar to sink immediately at the bottom and be able to pick it up. And you want it to be hard enough to form a ball and soft enough to manipulate it. And that is how you know your wax is ready. So once your wax cools down, you want to pour it in like a glass jar to preserve it. And that's that. Now I'm going to teach you how to correctly apply your wax. So my hair on this arm grows diagonally. And when you're applying your wax, you want to apply it in the opposite direction of your hair growth, but then remove it in its natural direction. So let me show you what I mean. First, I'm applying some powder to remove any oils or moisture from my skin. Now I'm applying the wax in the opposite direction of my hair growth. I'm going to use the strip and really press that in that opposite direction, but then remove it in the direction of your hair growth. I hope that made sense. It's super easy. Once you get that, you'll be able to wax anything. If you have any remaining wax on your skin, just use the wax strip and it will take all that right off. When you're done waxing, this is where you want to use your aloe or serums to cool down your skin so that your skin doesn't get irritated. And when you're done with your wax, you can seal it and store it in your fridge. And yeah, that's about it.
Here's how to make sugar wax at home. You'll need sugar, a lemon, and a bit of water. First, I poured in 2 portions of this small cup of sugar into my frying pan, and then I squeezed half a lemon. I'm not using the whole lemon because I'm not making a lot of wax. I don't know where I got to this bright idea of sucking on the lemon, but here's all the juice I squeezed out, and then I poured that into the frying pan as well. And I also poured in the same amount of water to the pan. I heat up the pan on medium to low heat, and I just kept on stirring until all the sugar was dissolved. I also had a bowl of ice water waiting beside me so that I could test whether the wax was ready. And the way to know whether the wax is ready is if you put a bit of it into the ice water and it immediately solidifies, just like this, but it wasn't quite there yet, so I let it heat up on the pan for a few more minutes until the sugar was golden brown like this. You need to be really careful because it can burn very easily. This is what your wax should look like after letting the mixture cool for a few minutes. While it was still warm, I transferred it into this glass jar, and this was a honey jar, but it's very suitable for this purpose. So now it's ready to use. Do you want to see how I used it?
Stop shaving. Start sugar waxing. Ratio: 1 cup sugar, 1/4 cup water, 1/4 cup lemon juice. Warm up your glass jar. Hot substance plus cold jar equals explosion. Turn on high heat and bring to a boil. Let it continue to boil till it's golden brown. Drop some in ice water to test. If it is able to be rolled without sticking badly, it's done. Pour in jar. Don't overcook or burn, if anything, undercook. If it's too sticky when it hardens, microwave until it's honey-colored.
All right, ladies, Valentine's Day is coming up and I'm going to show you how to save a little coin and make some sugar wax at home. So the first thing you're going to need is a full cup of sugar, 1/4 cup of lemon, and then 1/4 cup of water. Then you have to keep stirring it. Do not take your eyes off this stuff or you will burn this shit, okay? It might not seem like it's working, but you just have to keep stirring it and just keep stirring it. And then it's going to come to this brown ashy color, and this is the exact color you want. You're going to take it out. This shit is hot as fuck, okay? You have to let it cool down or you will give yourself a 3rd-degree burn. I'm lazy, so I like to like dip mine in like ice water. Then to really test it out, you could put it like the wax in the ice water. This was definitely not ready. It was definitely still sticky. And now this is ready now. Now it's thick, it's cooled down, now it's ready to put on my legs. Absolutely love sugar waxing. This is the best batch I've ever made. It was so moisturizing and so smooth to put on my leg. But yes, save a little coin this holiday, Valentine's Day. Is Valentine's Day a holiday? I don't know. But yeah, I love absolutely doing this. Look at my legs. My legs look like a donut, honey. A donut. Yes. Try it out.